guys, Skadoodle here, and I want to talk about AWPing at the B bomb site on Inferno. So, first thing I want to talk about is going for the fastest peak at banana here, using your best spawn to your advantage. What we're going to be doing is, since the meta right now is the terrorists have to Molotov car in order for, they're throwing that molly so we can't peek, or they're trying to enforce us back and they want to take control, so they're going to throw this molly here that's going to explode. If we want to peek, you know, it's going to obviously do damage to us, so they're trying to punish us from peeking, so they're going to be throwing that molly every round if they're going to take banana control. So when I go into this pick, my first thought is that we're going to have to burn our smoke right away, because what we're going to do is we're going to be running, we're going to be throwing the smoke, and what's going to happen is as I throw my smoke into the corner there, the Molotov will be extinguished, and that would leave me an intentional gap here to get a quick pick or a quick peek and to see what's kind of going on, and to you know, get aggressive that way. Now while all this is happening is I'll have the third guy at banana sit here and he'll throw what we call the fallen flash, and this will just go over the roof here and it'll blow up in this general area, and that will get anyone running up banana, and that'll just kind of give me that extra layer of protection needed to get a pick and to blind the terrorists who are trying to run up banana. So it's a very fast action. So what it kind of looks like is, as the Molotov is here, come back, my smoke should leave the gap, come in, take a pick, and you know, see what you get. More times than not, you usually find somebody running up banana, but you know, you never know, every situation is different. So let's just talk about, let's just say we didn't get a pick and we have to fall back. I like to wait around here a little bit longer, just to see if anyone's going to peek, or see if someone wants to get aggressive and jump over this wall, and you know, just giving myself another opportunity to find an opening kill, make it a 5v4. So I like to spend a lot of time in the pool, what they call it, top B or whatever. I like to spend my time here and just look for a kill, see if anyone wants to jump up on logs. This is a very common angle for terrorists to jump on and to peek here. So you know, I like to peek here, I like to peek up here. Sometimes enemies will pop up from this wall and they'll do a jump peek. They'll kind of jump around here for info. That's always an option. And even holding an offing, if you think they haven't been flashing top B, or you want to stay here and you think the opper is going to run up banana, you want to hold an offing. I also like to play around here in this corner. It's very risky, but sometimes holding an offing is, you know, can be very crucial in certain situations. So let's keep continuing out the round, and let's just say no one's peeking up banana, or often what terrorists will do to gain control and essentially push me out of the position that I'm in is they'll throw a molly here, which will land top B, which will then force me back into the bomb site, and I don't want to get caught. I don't want to push this Molotov. It's just far too risky. I'm going to give that control up, and once they molly it, I'm just going to kind of fall back, and what I'm going to do here is I'm not essentially going to fall back to the last line of defense. I'm not going to fall spawn. I'm not going to, you know, hide and wait for them to come in the bomb site. I'm going to play a more aggressive angle here. And once again, I just want to give myself another opportunity to find a kill or anything, information, anything that I can use to help win the round. You know, any kind of info is good. So what I like to do is I like to play more aggressive angle. I don't like to fall all the way back. I don't like to be that last line of defense until it's really necessary. So at this point, we have no smoke. We still have a molly. We still have nades to kind of control the pace, to zone them off. And let's just say that we didn't find a pick here, and I don't want to be stuck here for the entire round. I kind of only want to stay there until they take banana control, and then I might want to start falling back, because I don't want to stay here the entire round and just get popped. And by getting popped, I mean these guys can be set up on the wall and they can just throw a simple pull flash, which is a flash that's going to blow up in my face, and then these guys here on the corner are just going to instantly pop around, and I'm going to get caught out in a bad spot, and I might just lose us the round. So we've just fallen back from doing the aggressive pick down banana. I'm going to play around steps. I don't want to fall back to the last line of defense yet. I want to give myself another opportunity to hopefully get a frag or catch someone shouldering a little too much, or someone who just flat out tries to peek me. I'm gonna kind of sit here and give myself another 15-20 seconds to look for another kill. If they push me off with a flashbang, I'll jump back into the site. And my first instinct is to play a bit more safe. Since they pushed me back, they use their utility, you know, they've earned it. I'll give them top banana and I'll just play in the site and let them execute on me. One of my first options is to go to triple. It's a good spot, though it can be very prone to flashes, and a lot of people like to Molotov triple, and it gets this entire area. And then once you're flushed out, that's when they start throwing the flashes, and their goal is to get you out in the open. That's why they throw the Molotov here. So they flush you out, and then the flashes come over and they pop you in the face, and you're blind, and you don't know where you're going, and that's when they rush in. Otherwise, if you don't want to go triple, you can play a more passive angle, which also gets Molotov. I mean, this whole bomb site gets Molotov, so it's really tough when they execute on teams. Better yet, if we don't want to play, triple, and we don't want to play like Emo Pillar. Emo Pillar is a good spot to play as well, except for it's very prone to flashes depending on where you stand. Also, it can be very tough if you do get blind, because you don't really know where you are. You might like catch a shoulder out, you might be sticking too far out one side or the other, and you get caught off and you just, you know, die out in the open, like nothing you can do. Otherwise, if you do end up blocking the flashes with this pillar in front of you, it can be very rewarding, because you can catch the first one and then kind of hide back and then kind of shoulder yourself back and forth using this pillar as protection. Though it's a very risky spot, it can also be very rewarding depending on the situation. Other than that, if you want to play really, really safe, you can play all the way back in this corner here, where you're also given this opportunity to pick anyone who wants to walk into this corner here, which doesn't happen very often. But when teams do try to walk into B bomb site with an op, the opper is going to be clearing spawn first, and then what he'll do is he'll walk out, he'll clear coffin side, he'll clear bottom coffin, and he'll keep swinging. He's going to check top first, and then he's going to come over here and peek you. And you know, oftentimes oppers do walk into this angle. It happens all the time, so this will also give you another option to find a pick. And let's say, for instance, that you don't want to play site. Let's just play retake B. Maybe your up numbers 5v4, maybe you're not, maybe you just don't have much utility. It could be whatever the setup. Oftentimes we have a guy boosted spawn here, and then, you know, I might play here and actively be looking for a pick. This is a very common spot for oppers to hold, though it's very prone to flashes, because there's nothing blocking you from being blind by literally any flash that's thrown over, and you can't see the flashes anyways if you're zoomed in. So though it's a really good spot, you're open to flashes, and that'll force you off, and you can either choose to fight it if your team is close enough, and if they're running in or something and you want to throw like a self flash to kind of get yourself back in the fight, and you jump up and, you know, kind of, you know, just helping your teammates in any way. That's always an option. Or if you want to just completely give sight while they smoke up coffin and you just want to play complete retake, that's perfectly fine as well. And you can just hold back hall until your teammate arrives, and you guys can do a coordinated retake from back hall.